Hello, fandom. How are you doing? I'm not doing very well. I'm sorry, I'm in my PJs, but I didn't feel like putting on actual clothes. I've been crying on and off all day. I don't know how to feel, to be honest. I have gone through the 5 stages of grief multiple times. I think I'm settled on anger, but I'm too drained to even be mad anymore. And I actually fell in love with this TV show, and now it's ruined forever for me. Like, I had the first season on my PC for a few months now because I had heard good things and I wanted to check it out, but I didn't at the time. But then Escape from the Happy Place happened and it received such positive, reviews that I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna check it out now. And I watched 45 episodes in 6 days, which is huge even for me. And I fell in love with the characters and their stories. And then this happened. I don't know how I am supposed to feel. I think that as a queer member of the audience, and I think that I speak for a lot of us, I'm feeling at fault for falling for this because we should know better. We've been queer-baited so many times before, and queer-bait is not a word that I use lightly, but this is a whole new level. This is a whole new level. And I shouldn't be at fault because unlike other times, we didn't just, magic a queer relationship out of thin air. It wasn't subtextual, they literally made this canon. So we have every right to be angry at them for tricking us. And they clearly did it so that they can, and they won't, but they can move towards season 5 with a larger audience. They knew since the end of season 3 that Jason was not coming back in season 5, and they knew that this was going to, lose them some people, some viewers, and they thought, well, what could we do? Maybe queer bait people into watching the show. Well, I'm gonna, tell you something. You lost your queer audience, you lost the people with mental illness who identified with Quentin, and you also lost all those people that love the female characters because you fucked them over so badly in this finale that I cannot even wrap my head around it. And I'm sorry, I'm getting angry again. Because of course I'm angry. Because these characters were amazing and they meant a lot to all of us. And the writers proved that we can trust them with them, with any of them, not just with Quentin. And I am at a loss for words, honestly. I usually can sniff queer bait from a mile. I'm like a hound because we have been fucked over in the past so many times that when it happens now, I'm like, yeah, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. It was like with Sherlock, they kept hyping up John Locke, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that because I know you are a homophobic piece of shit because I've met them all, and I'm not buying your bullcrap, okay? I'm not. But this time it was real. And then they did a complete 180 in the last 3 episodes, knowing full well that Jason is not coming back. Like, I don't understand if they are being cruel on purpose. I mean, are they artless bastards because this is a whole new level of douchebaggery? Or are they really this stupid as not to understand how massively they wronged their audience? Like, I know Sarah from Supernatural, and I admit I was one of those people that was really, really happy when she went. Okay? Because we are now in season 14 and Cass is still paying for what he did at the end of season 6. It took us years to get here. Okay? That's how massively she fucked up during that season. But then, I started to say, well, she was a woman in a male dominated field and she was probably pressured and she wasn't the only one to run the show at the time, so it's not all her fault, and she was doing quite well on the Magicians, sorry. And so, okay, I'm going to give you another chance. Well, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, apparently. And it's not only her fault, obviously. Also, McNamara was writing the season, so it's his fault as well. But are they really so stupid? I mean, they wanted to do something revolutionary in killing off their straight white male character, and so they used this whole season to turn the character into bisexual representation. They gave him a beautiful love story with their other gay character that we didn't see for the whole season. They made him struggle with his depression once again. We know since day one that he is suicidal, and then they kill him off at the end of the season, and he questions if he killed himself, and then he's happy that he's dead because now he knows that his friends love him and they're better off without him. I really don't know what to say. You cannot be this fucking stupid. You had a beautiful, queer, mentally ill protagonist that people could identify with, that in no way portrayed toxic masculinity, and you kill him off like that. I don't know if I'm going to watch season 5. No, wait, scratch that. I'm definitely not going to watch season 5, and I am sorry because I love this cast, and I'm also very, very sorry that they did this to them, because they didn't know that the ending that they showed was fake until the other day. And only because the writers didn't want spoilers to get out. Are you fucking kidding me? I've been thinking the whole day about Ale, to be honest, because I think that he's the one who's suffering the most, because he's always been such a great fan of Elliot and of his relationship with Quentin, and he's a queer man, and so I can only imagine how betrayed he must feel now to have been part of this deception. He's been deceived twice as much as we have. I'm so very sorry. And I understand what they wanted to do, and I'm really happy that like Julia is going to be the new main character, because she deserves it, because she is a goddess. but there were so many other ways they could have done this, and they chose the worst possible one. And I'm not only talking about, Quentin and Elliot. The female characters truly have been screwed over in these final episodes. Alice has been reduced once again to a relationship with Quentin. Katie wanted to die to be with Penny. Margot was blinded by her love for Josh. In which universe? And Julia has once again been denied the choice by a man. And I understand that Penny did it because he loves her, and I'm not faulting the character, I'm faulting the writers. And I cannot believe that Julia, with her history, has been denied the choice again. It's just not right. It's a disservice to all their characters, and in a character-driven story, that's the worst mistake that you could possibly make, and the worst way to deal with your audience. I mean, it's not only the queer audience that they are alienating. I think that a huge portion of people are going to look at the finale and go, what the fuck did they just do? Because how can we trust the writers again when they prove to us that character development means nothing? It means absolutely nothing. This character had made choices that they would never in a million years make. I'm sorry that I wasted my time on this, and at the same time I feel like crying, but The Magicians really meant a lot to me, even if I only got into it in the last few weeks. And now it's completely ruined for me, because even if I watch the first seasons, I'll always know that this is how it's going to end. And I really wish that they're gonna release the fake ending, because at least then I can imagine that the show has been cancelled, and that's the cliffhanger we're left with. And then I'm going to go on AO3 and watch and read a lot of fan fictions. That's the one thing that I can do. And there were a lot of theories circulating in the fandom in the last few days, and it's really, really sad how any one of them was way, way better than what we've got. I mean, we are all better writers than Sarah and John, way better, because we actually love the characters and we want what's best for them, and we don't go for shock value and for cheap views. And I mean, all this positive feedback they got from Escape from the Happy Place, it's gonna come back and bite them in the ass big time, because you don't pull a 180 like that on your audience. You made a promise and you didn't deliver, like, at all. The finale is just a big fuck you to everyone. This isn't just about Quelliot. Even Quelliot's fans are being fucked over. This is fuck you to all the people who loved The Magicians. Every single one of us. And they're not gonna have a season 6, because I really think that next year the ratings are gonna drop, because they cannot be trusted. They prove they can be trusted. with their characters and their stories, and we are hurt so badly because this show really was doing something different, and then it was way worse than everything we've ever been subjected to. I'm really, really upset. So sorry, I talked for 15 minutes about nothing, but I wanted to get this off my chest, and I'm gonna cry some more probably. And I'm sure that the fandom will help all of us get through this, but at the same time I think that The Magician is done. It's done. I certainly am done with it, and it's a pity.